Yar, landlubber! Welcome to Don't Starve Shipwrecked, the DLC landlubbers have been waiting for. I think, maybe, who knows. This is the second DLC for Don't Starve. It's currently going through early access at the moment, and I've been playing it on stream and in my off time. It's really cool. Kinda adds a nice twist to the whole Don't Starve formula. So we're gonna be jumping in. I don't think I'm gonna be doing another series on the game though, purely because I have too much stuff going on right now, but I did think it deserved a video. We're going to be using the teacher lady because she actually starts off with a lot of experience and knowledge about everything, and I don't have to research everything. So that'll actually help me show off some of the new stuff pretty soon in comparison to the rest. But it's actually really nice. Oh, I love the drums. They sound like the steel drums. I said this on a stream, but I'm going to say it for you guys as well. Fun fact, in my preschool days, I actually used to play the steel drums. I think I was one of the... I don't think I was a bass player, like a bass drum player. I was more like middle range. I was on like the second row of the 3 rows where it had like the main instrument and then the middle and then the bass. I was in that kind of mid-range. But yeah, I used to play the steel drum. Used to do it for quite a few years actually. Then I stopped because I realized... Ah, nice ceiling! Jump! Oh, wow. Rude! Rude, that guy. Let me just check my options real quick, because I don't remember if I actually have everything set properly. Let's up the ante a bit, because I can just turn it down if it's too loud later. Okay, so Don't Starve is pretty much the same that you're used to at this point. It starts you off the same, but of course, the feel of everything is a bit different. We're a bit more tropical now. The butterflies are exotic. There's toucans. Examine the toucan. What a show off. I know, look at him with his big banana beak. And everything's just exotic. And I don't... There's coconuts. You can get coconuts on trees. But if you haven't seen the base game of Don't Starve, the whole idea is basically you're just, well, not starving, preferably, and collecting minerals and materials and food and items and stuff and crafting them into all sorts of things to be able to aid in your survival. The seashells weren't as prevalent last time. I don't remember being able to pick up as many as this. Mind you, there was a patch soon after I played this originally. But yeah, it being in early access, of course, that means that they're going to slowly add more stuff to it over time and kind of get feedback. But I'm wondering if they're going to implement this into the main game. So, like, you do something or go somewhere and you'll be able to go to these tropical islands. Or maybe they'll just incorporate that so that these tropical islands are actually part of the main game. That'd be cool. But either way, I don't mind if this is like a spin-off thing or like a separate thing, because it's actually really neat. It's kind of got similarities to the base game, but they act a little differently. Plus, there's a lot of new tools and things to use to be able to survive. And these trees are huge. Look at these guys. You have to be careful around this area, though, because there might be snakes, and snakes are not good. I have learnt the hard way. Many ways to die in this game. One of them is the more agonizing poison. Don't get poisoned, because holy shit, you'll regret it. Look out, Graham, a poisonous snake. You know where that is from, then good on ya. Should leave your response in the comments, and then praise anyone who got it as well. But overall, the overall like first impressions are going to be fairly the same to what we're used to. Really, we need to get some wood. That is the main thing we need to do to be able to basically see some of the grand new adventurous things we can do. And we're going to have to chop down one of these trees to do it. Hopefully, we won't get anything bad in here. I haven't seen anything else that these trees can do. They're not like the one set of trees that can come to life. Egg! I got an egg. You will give me an egg. So, but yeah, there is something that can happen that's a little annoying, but hopefully we won't come across that. Okay, good. I'm like retracting into my shirt. I'm like, no, I don't want it. I also want a shovel, because we want to make the most of our trees. Take that, nature. Make the most of our tree and then plant one. Carbon footprint is very important. Plus, this is usually the way you would, like, not anger the tree gods. I don't know if... Actually, that's a thing. I haven't seen any of the bosses in this area. If there are any, I don't know. Earlier we got limpets, by the way, from one of the rocks. It's not advised that you just eat those, because apparently, although it's a good in a pinch, it actually makes your sanity go down. Because you have to cook them. I think they're like mussels. I remember someone looking up the actual definition of what they are. And I think they're like a mussel. So you have to crack them open and then eat the insides. It sounds really barbaric when you think about it. Especially like some of the things that you have to think about, like when you eat a crab or something. It's like, what do? You boil it and then you rip out the insides and devour them. I've never had crab or lobster, actually. I've wanted to try it for a long time, but I just haven't had a chance to go the extra step of actually trying it. I also want a pickaxe. Oh, did I not make it? Whoops. There we go. So, one of the big things about this is that I often find myself having to travel islands to actually find... Oh, I'll just eat the seed. To find gold, because you don't really get a gold rock on the first island. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time I think it paces you pretty well, I suppose. It gives you a reason to go out, which we actually need a bit more wood to do that. Chopping this on down. Hopefully there won't be any surprises. No, no surprises, good. Oh, can't carry any more. Plant you. No. Come back here. Plant. There we go. So then we dig this up. But yeah, if you are actually playing as someone else who wasn't the teacher, basically, you would have to research to get the better boats. But thankfully, because we are Smarty McSmartingson, I don't actually remember the teacher's name as of right now, but because we're playing as the teacher, we actually know a lot of stuff in advance, so we don't need to worry about using the science machine, which means I'll get to show you some of the various things you can make pretty early on. But right now, the first day is usually, you know, as you know, all about just collecting stuff for your survival. The first day is never really about doing grand things. It's all about collecting various materials. And these coconut trees are invaluable. Actually, one of the other things that's invaluable is during the sea voyages that will be going on, which I'll point out when we get to. But right now, I think I need a light source. So let's just plant one of these. There we go. But there's all sorts of things to worry about with this, because the tide can come in. It makes your stuff wet. You have to worry about when you're actually traveling on the sea about certain things. And we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's cook an egg. Let's also cook our limpets and our berries. I mean, technically, I probably could have kept a few of them uncooked and then cooked them later, because that seems to kind of refresh their freshness, which doesn't really make sense. But yeah, these coconuts are pretty good too. If you get 2 coconuts from a tree, that's the best, because it means you can cook one and then plant one, and you won't lose out on, like, any trees, really. Which would be nice. Toucan! Play at this game. Oh man, my favorite thing. Waiting out the night. Do I actually have enough to make a machete? No, I need 1 more flint, so I just need to find another rock. There isn't one of these, like, bobbly ones, because they actually don't give you flint, as far as I'm aware. I also want to... I'll put a bit of grass on here. There we go. Just make sure that doesn't die out. Ah, nighttime, it don't starve. It's a good feeling. A lot of the events still happen in this, so after a couple days you'll still get attacked by the hounds. I don't actually know how that works yet, because I'm wondering what happens if the event happens but you're out at sea. So you might be able to avoid things, because it seems that anything that kind of aggroes onto you on the island can easily be, like, got rid of by just hopping on a boat real quick. So I'm wondering how the balance is going to be played out. That's why it's in early access, I assume, because that way they're figuring out what they can and can't get away with, essentially. Oh, man. Let's add a bit more fuel. There we go. Just one more to survive the night. And there we go. Okay. So, let's get 1 more bit of flint, and we'll get a machete. Oh, well, there's the bit of flint there, but I'll dig this anyway. I don't need the night hair, but I have the night hair now. Let's put this down. Whoop. So, with that, we're going to make a machete. This is a very vital tool. I also use it as a weapon, honestly. I don't know if it's meant to be used as a weapon, but I do. And we can actually chop down these bamboo, as well as these vines. Very useful tools, because they are used for a lot of things that I can't... Hang on. I will eat an egg. There we go. I'm not really worried about optimizing my survival right now, considering this is just a video to show off the extra stuff rather than, you know, to actually do good at the game. So I'm just going to be chopping them up. But yeah, I kind of hope that they implement this into, like, the main game somehow. I don't know if they plan on doing that or if this is going to be its own separate entity, essentially. So, like, you get to choose whether you want the standard game with Reign of Giants or play Shipwrecked. I don't know if they're going to add them, or at least be able to combine the two if you wanted to, since there was a choice at the beginning. That'd be interesting, but I'm wondering how they're planning to do it. So, we have quite a few options. Okay, something you may not have noticed there. This bush shook. It, like, rattled a bit, which should mean snake! We want to make sure that we don't annoy the snakes too much. Because if you actually aggro on a snake where there's a lot of snakes, they'll act like a spider mentality. Or actually any monster, really. They'll just come after you and wreck your face. I think I need one more bamboo piece. So we'll just get this real quick. Okay, so here we have the nautical section of the crafting. There's quite a lot in here, but we can make a log raft, which is boat at your own risk. Or, you know, if you don't want to use your precious wood and grass, you can make a normal raft, which is just kind of like a standard thing. And you jump on, and you paddle away. Do-do-do. And down here we have our health, which deteriorates over time as we use the ship, as well as if you run into any danger during the sea voyage. Now, something that I will say is invaluable is seaweed. It's everywhere, and it's really good to eat. It's so good to eat. It's like my preferred thing. So if you're ever hungry, hop on a boat and go just find seaweed if you can. But this is not our best form of transport on the sea. We actually need a rowboat, which I actually need 2 more reeds or 2 more bits of vine because I accidentally used it in that particular boat there. But we also want to make sure we have some refined wood. That's the reason, another reason why I wanted to actually use the teacher, because she can refine wood without having to have a science station. So that's actually very good. So let's make some refined wood. I know you can't carry any more right now. Just and combine that and drop that there. It's a bit waterlogged. It's funny because it's a log, so it's not really. Let's cook this seaweed real quick. Why not? Fried seaweed, or roasted, I guess. But it's really good. It's really good. I like it. It's good stuff. Okay, and now we'll make a rowboat. This is important because this is the base kind of boat that you want to use, and there's actually more we can do. So if we make a torch real quick, we can actually make a boat torch using that torch. So if we actually get on, we don't even need to get on, really. We can inspect it with right click, and as you can see, here's our stats here. We can actually put that on the boat. There you go, and then you right click to turn it on as you're out to sea, so you can go at night. Please note, it only does have the durability of a normal torch, so it will go out really quickly. If we get another... Oh, I'm going to need another axe, though. So, chop that down. Here. So we need another palm leaf. There we go. And we also need more of the reeds. I think it's 2 more. Yeah, 2 more of these things. Please don't have snakes. You'll know if they have snakes right away. Thankfully, they come out right at the beginning rather than the end. Okay. So now we can make a thatch sail. There we go. And this will make exploring the sea much, much easier. So let's have a look at this and put this on here. Yeah. So to give an example, this is how fast you can go on your normal little bamboo raft. It's not too bad, honestly. It'll get you places at the beginning of the game if you want to decide to use someone else other than the teacher. But this boat is going to be where the magic happens. Except right now we're actually going to have to worry about the nighttime. So let me see. Can I refine? I have a bit of wood. Let's refine that bad boy and add the fuel. Yeah, there we go. Let's cook our coconuts up. Cook about 3 of them, I think. And then we'll plant some for good measure. Just because we're good to the world. We like to try and keep the carbon footprint. Oh, picking up seashells increases your sanity. Didn't know that, so that's a nice thing too. Maybe I could sell these. By the seashore? I feel like that's the reference they were going for. Cooked coconut. I like coconut related things. I like sweets with coconuts. That's quite nice. Never really had coconut itself that much though. A lot of people like coconut milk. I'm not a big fan of it myself, but let's collect some more minerals. Now these sandy piles actually are just sand. You can dig them up if you want and get sand. These are, I think there is a reason to have sand, but there's nothing else in them. I thought that they'd have like loot in them or something, but no. You just get sand. That's basically all you do. Alright, so hopefully we might actually see the tide come in a little bit, and then if it does, it might also wash out my campfire, so I kind of have to be on the ready, just in case it decides to do that. But it shouldn't go more than like here, I think. It doesn't go in that far. The longer you survive, the further in it goes. Not like too far. I feel like I saw a limit at like day 7 or something. So it goes in quite far. It'd go into like maybe this sapling. So you have to be wary about where you put your base and where you put your actual like fire pit essentially. So that way it doesn't get completely overrun. I mean, essentially we're just waiting for the day to be day 3 to come by so we can actually use our boat and sail away and see what that's like. Sail to another island, because this map is pretty big. I'm pretty sure you get to the edge and you like loop around, but it's interesting. I like this. It's a lot more open. All right, let's hop in. Okay, that was a bit of lag there. The next day, let's go! And as you can see, this is way quicker. This is way quicker than doing the other raft anyway. So, as you're out to sea, there are things you have to worry about. The waves are a big one. Now, if you actually approach a wave from the front, you get hurt. If you approach it from the back, though, you can actually get a speed boost. So it's like a risk and reward system, really. Oh my god, I love going out to sea on this. It's really cool. And the fact that if you have like a weapon or a tool out, you just hold it out in front of you. You can get things like pirate hats and all sorts of awesome things. Whoa, almost hit that one. You can get like blubber suit. What else we got down there? A sleek hat. Gas mask. Oh dang, some of this stuff I didn't even know you could get. Dang! The piratalitate. What? Okay, I don't know what that is. You got jellyfish. I know they're used for a recipe, so having ranged weapons might help for that because they do shock you, of course. There's not really any waves around this area. It feels like I'm near an island. Ah, that would be because I am near an island. And we got lobster dens. Who knows what they are? I feel like I've seen... Oh, they're the lobster. Yeah, I think I've actually seen one walking around before. One of the more common enemies you'll see in the game is actually monkeys. Like, there are little monkeys in the jungle sometimes that actually steal items off the ground, and then they start following you to steal more items. So if you're really not careful, they'll steal it. And you can attack them and get them to leave you alone at a safer distance, but then they'll start throwing crap at you, literally. And that's a good way to get manure at the very beginning. But yeah, this is Don't Starve Shipwrecked. At the moment, don't know if there's enough right now, but obviously it's still in early access, so that might be a deterrent for you anyway. But I think it'd be worth keeping an eye on and worth checking out. It's not available in Don't Starve Together yet, so you'll have to wait for that to come out at some point. But this is really interesting, and I wish I could show you more. So hopefully we will see a bit more in the future. Maybe I'll cover this again. If you enjoyed it, I'll cover it again when it's further along the line or when it comes out. Because again, it didn't take very long for Reign of Giants to come out. So if you enjoyed this, throw us a like. Tell me what you thought about it. Tell me if you've picked it up and played it yourself and what you think. And I will probably do a follow-up video if you desire that in the future. But either way, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Throw us a like if you did, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Okay, thanks. Bye. Come on!